Welcome back. In today's video, we will cover the next 5 questions for Azure Fundamentals certification preparation. To get free PDF and mock test, just complete the course and share the earned badge or course completion screenshot with us on contact us at techcloudsolution.in, and we will send you the free PDF and mock test access. Course link is in the pin comment. Question 31. Which term would be viewed as the benefits of using cloud services? Select the correct option. A. Elasticity. B. Local reach only. C. High latency. D. Unpredictable costs. This question asks you to identify the real benefit of cloud services from 4 choices. 3 options describe drawbacks or limitations. Your job is to spot the one that truly makes cloud computing valuable. The correct answer is A. Elasticity. Elasticity means cloud resources can automatically scale up when demand rises and scale down when it drops, so you're never overpaying or underperforming. This is a core cloud benefit because businesses only pay for what they actually use, making costs efficient and performance reliable. B is wrong. Cloud offers global reach across regions and countries, not just local. C is wrong. High latency is a problem, not a benefit. Cloud's distributed data centers actually help reduce latency. D is wrong. Unpredictable costs are a downside. Cloud tools like Azure Cost Management make billing predictable. Quick memory tip. Remember, E for elasticity, expand and shrink freely. The other 3 options all describe bad things. Eliminate them fast on exam day. Question 32. You are planning to deploy several Azure virtual machines and need to ensure that the services running on the virtual machines are available if a single data center fails. What solution you will follow? A. Deploy virtual machines to 2 or more regions. B. Deploy virtual machines to 2 or more availability zones. C. Deploy virtual machines to 2 or more availability sets. D. Deploy virtual machines to 2 or more scale sets. This question is asking, what protects your VMs specifically when one entire data center goes down? The key phrase here is single data center fails. That's your biggest clue to pick the right answer. The correct answer is B. Deploy virtual machines to 2 or more availability zones. Availability zones are physically separate data centers within the same Azure region, each with independent power, cooling, and networking. So if one data center fails, your VMs in another zone keep running without interruption. Why are the other options wrong? Deploying to multiple regions protects against an entire region going down, which is much broader than a single data center failure and adds unnecessary complexity for this scenario. C is wrong. Availability sets spread VMs across fault domains and update domains within the same data center, so they do not protect against a full data center failure. D is wrong. Scale sets are used for autoscaling, adding or removing VM instances based on demand, not for protecting against data center failures. Quick memory tip. Zones equals 0 downtime across data centers. Data center fails? Think zones. Region fails? Think region pairs. Don't mix them up on exam day. Question 33. Your company plans to migrate all its network resources to Azure. You need to start the planning process for migration. What should you create first? A. Virtual network. B. Subscription. C. Management group. D. Resource group. This question tests your knowledge of the Azure hierarchy. Specifically, what is the very first thing you need before deploying anything in Azure? The key phrase is start the planning process. Think about what container or boundary must exist before anything else can be created. The correct answer is B. Subscription. An Azure subscription is the very foundation of your Azure environment. It is the billing and access container that allows you to create and manage all Azure resources. Without a subscription, nothing else can exist. Every virtual network, resource group, and management group ultimately lives inside a subscription. So it must be created first during migration planning. Why are the other options wrong? A is wrong. A virtual network is a resource that lives inside a resource group, which lives inside a subscription. You can't create it without a subscription first. C is wrong. Management groups are used to organize multiple subscriptions. They come into play after subscriptions already exist, especially in enterprise setups. D is wrong. A resource group is a logical container for resources, but it also requires a subscription to exist before it can be created. Quick memory tip. Sub first, everything else after. Azure hierarchy equals subscription, resource group, resources. No subscription equals no Azure. Question 34. Which statement accurately describes the modern lifecycle policy for Azure services? Select the correct option. A. When a service is retired, you can purchase extended support for the service for up to 5 years. B. After a service is made generally available, Microsoft provides support for the service for a minimum of 4 years. C. Microsoft provides mainstream support for service for 5 years. D. Microsoft provides a minimum of 12 months notice before ending support for a service. This question tests whether you know the specific rules Microsoft follows when it decides to retire or end support for an Azure service. The key phrase is modern lifecycle policy. This is different from the fixed lifecycle policy, so don't mix them up. The correct answer is D. Microsoft provides a minimum of 12 months notice before ending support for a service. The modern lifecycle policy governs Azure Cloud services that are continuously updated and supported, as long as customers stay current with licensing and servicing requirements. The standout rule is the 12-month advance notice requirement. Microsoft must warn customers at least a year before pulling the plug on any service, giving them enough time to migrate or adapt. Why are the other options wrong? A is wrong. The modern lifecycle policy does not offer purchasable extended support for up to 5 years. That concept applies to the fixed lifecycle policy for on-premises products. B is wrong. There is no rule stating Microsoft must support a GA service for a minimum of 4 years. The modern lifecycle policy focuses on notice periods, not fixed durations. C is wrong. The 5-year mainstream support rule belongs to the fixed lifecycle policy, like Windows Server, not the modern lifecycle policy for Azure services. Quick memory tip: modern equals 12 months notice. Fixed lifecycle equals years of support. Modern lifecycle equals 12 months warning before goodbye. Question 35. Which Azure service provides a set of version control tools to manage code? Select the correct option. A. Azure Cosmos DB. B. Azure DevTest Labs. C. Azure Repos. D. Azure Storage. This question asks you to identify the specific Azure service that is built purely for managing and tracking code using version control. The key phrase is version control tools to manage code. Think of which Azure service is designed exactly for developers to store, track, and collaborate on code. The correct answer is C. Azure Repos. Azure Repos is part of the Azure DevOps suite and provides 2 types of version control: Git, distributed, and Team Foundation version control, TFVC, centralized, giving teams full flexibility to track, branch, merge, and review code. It supports key developer workflows like pull requests, branch policies, code reviews, and commit history, making it the go-to service for code management in Azure. Why are the other options wrong? A is wrong. Azure Cosmos DB is a NoSQL database service used to store and query application data. It has nothing to do with version control or code management. B is wrong. Azure DevTest Labs is a service for creating test and development environments quickly. It manages lab VMs, not source code. D is wrong. Azure Storage is a blob, file, queue, and table storage service. It can store files, but it has 0 version control or code collaboration capabilities. Quick memory tip: repos equals repository equals code home. DevOps suite equals boards tasks, repos, code, plus pipeline CI/CD. Code always lives in repos.